Yeah, so I'll do a little intro.
Honestly, you can change the rating next quarter if you want. I'll do the half. I'll do the half. I don't mind.
It's for a good cause. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Thank you so much. It goes to the rest of
Tonight's game is a dry valley between Varsity Basketbal Bellingham and Ashland High School. All of these student athletes, coaches, and contest officials have worked diligently to prepare for today's competition. Please show your appreciation by showing sportsmanship and respect for all of those in attendance. We would like to remind everyone that high school sports are an extension of the educational experience, and tonight's contest is an opportunity for these student athletes to showcase their skills, dedication, and teamwork. As we watch tonight's game, let's remember to demonstrate positive sportsmanship as the actions of fans reflect on their school and community. So be loud, be proud, but be positive.
All right, you guys, headsets on.
Now, let's meet the starters first from the visitors from Bellingham. Number 1, Avery Simpson. Number 12, Nicola Hayes. Number 13, Maggie James. Number 15, Taylor Hayes. And number 22, Elizabeth Lynn. Right for the Bellingham is Bob Kinsman, assistant coach is Dave Simpson. Now, let's meet the starters from your Ashland Blockers. Number 1, Nico Uteros. Number 3, Allie Wilson. Number 13, Layla Brady. Number 21, Julia Friedis. And number 22, Ava Benny. Head coach for Ashland is Patrick Levin, and assistant coaches are Glenn Ivory and Paul Ivory. We are able to play tonight's game because of the sacrifices of our veterans, both past and present, and the members of our armed services that are currently serving us today. We ask that you please stand and remove your caps as we honor them and our country with the playing of the national anthem.
Greetings, basketball fans. We come to you tonight from the Ashland High School Gymnasium for a Tri-Valley League competition between your Clockers of Ashland High School and the visiting Bellingham Blackhawks. I'm Michael Kyra, filling in tonight for Rob Silver, and I am joined tonight, making his broadcast debut, by a good friend and grade 7 girls travel basketball coach, Matthew Jakes.
Mike, thank you for having me here tonight. It's Friday night. We got a big storm rolling into town. Patriots are in the conference championship, and we are in the best place you can be in the Metro West area. Ashland High School for what hopes to be an exciting game between two teams growing as programs.
Absolutely, and you can see from the starting lineups, Ashland is putting out three sophomores, Allie Wilson, Layla Grady, and Nico Yastaris. A freshman getting a start tonight, Julia Frias, and led by their captain, junior Ava Vitti.
There's the tip. Bellingham with possession.
There's Nico right away getting her hand on the ball. She's a fantastic defender, always on the ball, always around it, Matt.
Ashland looks to be in a man defense here as Bellingham inbounds. Around to their star phenom, number 12, Nicolette Hayes. And right to the hoop, Bellingham goes, attacking hard. Offensive rebound to Bellingham. Deflection, Layla Grady. Bellingham looking, Ashland in their patented intense defense. Bellingham for three, deep miss, another offensive rebound. Now we've got a turnover here. Layla Grady up the court to Julia Frias. Layla looking around inside. Ava Vitti.
Strong move by Vitti.
Up and in for Vitti for two. 2-0 Ashland to start the game.
Nice move there by Vitti on the offensive rebound, going back up strong in the glass, hard.
Hayes for three. Rebound to Grady. Out of bounds, deflected off Bellingham. Going to be Ashland ball going down.
If they can keep them off the boards tonight, I think they're going to have a great chance of winning this ball game. Both of these teams are pretty evenly matched.
Nico initiating the offense. Nico Eustaris. Out to Allie Wilson. Allie Wilson for a deep three. Front rimmed it. Bellingham with the rebound. Strong move to the hole there. Up and it just missed. Frias with the rebound. Up to Grady. They're getting close to a 10-second violation here. And there it is, Mike.
That's been one of their challenges this entire season, is beating pressure. If Bellingham is going to continue to do that all game long, they're going to certainly have to come up with a plan.
Bellingham inbounding the ball. Kaylee Simpson handling it for Bellingham. Strong to the hole there. Kaylee Simpson for two for Bellingham. Oop, foul we've got here. Foul on number one, Kaylee Simpson.
Was that on one? Yeah, they called that one on one. Okay, that's their first team foul.
Nico swings to Allie Wilson. Allie looking to penetrate, nothing there. Nico from deep, in and out. Rebound to Bellingham. Looks like we're going to have a foul here on Layla Grady. That's right, number 13, Layla Grady, picking up her first foul of the night. Mike, so far, Bellingham seems to want to combat this Ashland man-to-man defense with a 5-out offense here. A lot of slashing, ball movement. There we go again. There's Nicolette Hayes from deep. Miss to the right. Bellingham on the boards. Up and in. Short. Up and in again.
Can't give them
Kaylee Simpson for two.
Cannot give them two chances. Two offensive rebounds there for Simpson.
Ball up to Layla Grady. Contact. Short. Hayes bringing the ball up hard.
That's a great step in there by Nico, forcing a tough shot. Got back, hustled back on defense, and she was able to get in the way of the driving Bellingham player.
Ava Vitti looking. Bellingham also settling into an intense man-to-man defense here. High energy, denying everywhere they can. Oh, Nico from deep. Layla with the rebound coming back. Layla Grady just missed on the right there. Ava Vitti for three. A little too strong. Over the backboard. Going to be Bellingham ball going down.
Layla Grady already crashing the boards. It's one of her strengths. If she can do that tonight, I think they're going to be very competitive against this Bellingham team.
I'd agree with that, Mike. Bellingham long, not afraid to shoot the three tonight, Bellingham. We had a substitution on the last whistle there. We've got Tyler Lemos in for Julia Frias.
Looks like he got Allie Wilson on a double dribble. First turnover of the night for the Clockers.
Ball's into Bellingham. Ashland still in their man-to-man defense. Nicolette Hayes driving.
That's a great closeout there by Layla Grady, realizing that she was on the backside. She saw the open player on the block. She got down hard and forced the ball out of bounds. It's going to be Bellingham ball here.
During the whistle, we had a substitution for Ashland there. We've got Kiana Parrick in for Allie Wilson. Bellingham continuing to drive.
Great block there by Ava Vitti. Got beat a little bit, was able to come back and get her first block of the game. Ava Vitti's defense this year has been top-notch. One of the things that I think has been one of the most improved aspects of the Ashland game.
There we go. Bellingham off the inbounds play. Number 13, Maggie Kane, snuck right in there and laid that ball in. Vitti for two. Oh, Layla Grady with the rebound. Up and just missed off the glass. Here comes Nicolette Hayes right back. Oh, wow. Floater from the free throw line. Nothing but net there, Mike. Timeout, Ashland. Bellingham 8, Ashland 2, 3:26 in the first quarter.
This is a tough transition basket there. Get out in the defensive rebounds and work the ball hard up the floor. Ashland couldn't quite get back, and it's a quick two, and it's already a 6-point lead here for Bellingham early. I think that they've got to settle down, get into their offense, run the plays, get good shots. They've been getting good shots off, not falling. Layla Grady already has 3 rebounds tonight, Matt, so she's playing hard as she always does.
I will tell you, the intensity is there tonight, Mike. The question's going to be, are they going to be able to defeat this pressure in the backcourt?
It has, as I said earlier, it's been a challenging thing for them this year. We've got tremendous ball handlers. Nico Eustaris is very fast. She's good with the basketball. I'd love to see Frias handling the ball a little bit more. She brings a really calming presence to the offense, and she tends to slow them down just a bit, and that might be exactly what they need to settle themselves in the backcourt and get the ball over.
I couldn't agree more, Mike. I had the privilege of coaching Julia Frias for a number of years, and calming presence is what I think of when she has the ball.
Yeah, she plays as a much older than she actually is. She's out here as a freshman. She's got great poise. She handles the ball well. She facilitates the offense really well. And it's nice to see her get the start tonight. I'm hoping that she gets a lot of minutes. We'll see how they do here, Matt, coming out in pressure already.
Bellingham coming out with a zone, mid-court zone trap there. Looks like a 2-1-2. Ball movement quick for Ashland. Deflection, Bellingham, and a steal. Ball going up the court quick. They look for Nicolette Hayes early and often, Mike, when they get the rebound.
She can push it up the floor fast, and she's a great player. Goes to the hoop really well, as we saw before that timeout. I think she's probably one of the kids they want to get going here early.
We're going to get a travel there.
I thought she was going to get away with it. I thought she was going to get away with it, Matt. I saw it. It came a little bit late, but she definitely took that little extra step.
Bellingham ball again. Hayes bringing it up. Ashland still in their defense. Looks like they've... Oh, we've got a turnover.
Yeah, forced a nice turnover. Parrott came and closed out. Nico stayed with it and forced a bad pass. Again, there's pressure here. Nico might have got away with a little push-off.
A little push-off there, I would agree. Hayes with the ball now for Bellingham after a steal. Driving through, we're going to foul on the floor. Foul on Nico Eustaris there.
That's going to be Nico's first foul. Team's second.
Nico with hands on it. Back to Hayes. Hayes kicking it out to the corner. Kaylee Simpson in and out on the three. Rebound Bellingham.
It certainly looks like they're looking to shoot threes.
Layla Grady with a touch. Ooh, she's going to get called with a foul there. That's going to be her second, Mike, if I'm correct.
It is her second foul, third team foul. They got to keep Grady out of foul trouble because she is the heart and soul of their defense. But she's going to have to take a seat here with 2:24 left in the first.
With 2 fouls, she is going to the bench, as you said, and we've got Ashley Subert in the game now. Bellingham into the middle there. Oh, another foul on Ashland, Mike.
It looks like it's going to be on Kiana Parek. I believe that's who they're going to be calling this on. Got caught sticking her hand in the cookie jar. Actually, no, looks like they called it on Lemos.
Bellingham at the line shooting 2. First one's good. Got number 20, Stephanie Payne shot at the line. First one was good. Second one also good, giving Bellingham a 10-2 lead. 2 minutes left in this first quarter. Frias now with the ball. Tried to thread the needle up.
That looks like it should have been a travel there, but maybe because she landed on both feet, she was safe there, man, I think. But
unclear. I think it was a close call. Oh, there goes Kaylee Simpson out to the corner. Bellingham front rim. Ava Vitti with the rebound. Up and in.
Nice strong move by Vitti in transition, going hard to the hoop, off of her own rebound. But then there she is again, pushing the ball up the floor. Number 12 is a problem right now for Bellingham.
I would agree. Made a run at her there, but Nicolette Hayes up and in the hoop and the harm. At the line now for 1 to complete the 3-point play.
That's going to be a foul on Ashley Subert. That's her first foul. Team's 5th. They're going to be over the limit now in the first quarter. Bellingham shooting 2 every time.
Hayes with the miss, all around the rim, but not in. You got a jump ball. Ashland ball heading down. Looks like we've got more substitutions for Ashland here. We have Casey Perper now in the game.
I tell you what, Matt, I love watching Casey Perper play. On the defensive end of the ball, defensive side of the ball, she brings an energy like nobody else on this squad.
We got turnover. Tyler Lemos, errant pass there. Bellingham with possession. Looking to drive again. There's Hayes for 3. Left. Rebound, Vitti. Vitti on the break. Down on, turn. Jump ball. Bellingham with the possession arrow.
Ava trying to push it. May have gone into a little bit of trouble there. Would have liked to seen her pull it out, but got caught with the double team from the Blackhawks. They're swarming defense.
Another substitution. Short trip to the bench for Nico Eustaris there. Looks like we've got an offensive foul. Number 20, illegal screen.
Number 20 on the illegal screen. And you said Nico's coming back in. Nico very rarely goes out. She's someone that gets a ton of minutes for this team.
There we go. Oh, dangerous pass, but Ava Vitti has it right to the rim, up and in. Vitti for 2 again. I got to tell you, she is tough to stop down low.
She's got all six of the Clocker points right now, Matt. And that's what I'm talking about. Casey Perper going to the floor, hard for a ball. That's the kind of defensive energy she brings for the Clockers.
Amen to that, Mike. That was some real hustle right there. Bellingham again. 5 out. Looking to dribble, penetrate where they can. Really swing the ball. Another 3 from deep. Perper on the ground again with the rebound. Shortest player on the court. Wilson bringing it up. Tipped out of bounds by Bellingham.
Right now, one of the keys to this game for the Clockers is the Blackhawks have been silent from behind the arc. They've taken 7 3-pointers and haven't hit one yet.
Allie Wilson looking inbound. There's Vitti. Vitti from deep. Everything but the bottom of the net there, Mike. Hayes to Hayes. Hayes from deep, left of the rim. Looks like a tip out of bounds. Ashland ball heading down. 7 seconds remaining in this first quarter.
Ashland has been lucky to stick in this right now, mainly because Bellingham is settling for that 3-point shot.
Clock ticking down. Eustaris with the ball, looking to get a shot off.
And they caught her traveling.
Caught her traveling. I don't know if it was going to be good either way, Mike.
Caught her with the travel. Nico made her way through the defense, slicing and dicing, makes a nice dish to Vitti, who just happened to take the extra step. We have the end of the first quarter. Bellingham is 12, Ashland 6. And we've got ourselves a pretty good contest. I hope you took the under on this one, Matt, because there's been a lot of missed shots right now.
You know, Mike, sometimes the ball doesn't fall, and it is not falling for Bellingham, which Ashland is appreciating right now. I mean, that is a gift they will take. If any of those threes fell, this game would look a lot different.
Yeah, Bellingham has taken 17 shots at this point, Matt, and they have only hit 5 of them. They are 2 for 3 from the free throw line. Right now they are led by number 1, Kaylee Simpson, who's got 4 points, and number 12, Nicolette Hayes, who's also got 4. Vitti is the only one on the board for the Clockers at this point with all 6 of Ashland's points.
I'll tell you what is impressive to watch out here, Mike, for Bellingham are the Hayes sisters, Kaylee and Nicolette. They bring a lot of energy, ball handling, slashing ability. You can tell they've played some one-on-one in that driveway before.
I'm sure they've had many a match together on the driveway before dinner and getting called in late. The two of them play hard. I love the way they push the ball up the floor, and they can see that they're looking for each other as well. I think I've heard you say Hayes to Hayes a couple times so far during that first quarter. Got a little bit of commentary from our favorite official. He's hearing a little background noise from the parents.
All right, we're back. Second quarter action. Purpura still in the game. Inbounds to Nico. We've got Eustaris. We've got Vitti with the ball going. Oh, it draws a foul. Going to the hole hard there. Oop. She's down.
And this is something the Clockers do not want to see. Oop. Ava Vitti is down. It looks like Amy Mendoza, our trainer, is coming out to see her, as well as Coach Pat Leslie. This could be a gigantic loss if Vitti has sustained an injury. She's holding her ankle, and we are wishing for the best right now for Ava, as she is certainly the biggest offensive weapon on this team, and we certainly want her to be okay.
That's right, Mike. Sending all our best thoughts right now to Ava as she's on the ground.
At this point, we're going to thank our sponsors for the game. As always, Townhouse Pizza is our major sponsor for all of Ashland sports. They are a great community organization, great restaurant here in Ashland, Mass., and we thank them for always taking good care of us here. You can find this broadcast on WACA YouTube TV. I had the pleasure of joining Rob Silver a couple weeks ago for my first time ever, Matt, and it's really a joy to be able to work with you tonight for your debut.
No, thank you, Mike. Thank you to Townhouse Pizza, obviously. And it's always a pleasure to come here and do anything to support all of our youth athletic teams. I think you and I have a special affinity for this Ashland girls basketball program, a program that's been suffering for years, really working its way up. And watching someone who's been such a big part of that, Ava Vitti, on the floor right now, it's really heartbreaking.
It sure is. Ava is one of the kids in this program that has worked since she was a young girl. You've been watching Ava play since she was in 5th grade. She is really the heart and soul of the Ashland High School basketball team. She's been a starter for 3 years, and a young lady who's already been offered to attend the University of Southern Maine to play basketball at the next level. I'm sure there are more offers to come, so we're hoping that Ava is going to be able to make it through this one here. She's getting some good care from Amy Mendoza, our trainer. Our parents are on the court with her right now, and we, as we said before, just sending positive vibes towards Ava.
Yeah. Here they go. Looks like they're helping her up. And, you know, Mike, I'd say one other thing about her. You know, not just a great player on the court, somebody who's dedicated herself to the youth basketball program, coaching girls of all ages, and they just adore her.
She's a tremendous worker, too. She works hard in the off-season. She's good with the kids. A solid student as well in the classroom, and we hate to see Ava go off the court, but I do like to see that she's walking with some assistance. So she's putting a little bit of pressure on that ankle right now, which is a good sign, but I don't expect to see her returning for this matchup tonight.
I'd agree with that. Yeah, obviously a good sign to see her walking. Hard to speculate, though. Injuries are tricky, and you just want to hope for the health of the athlete.
Absolutely. Got a nice round of applause there. And as we said here, it's this 7:52. That happened very early into the second quarter. It is still 12-6 Bellingham, and it's going to be a whole new ball game now for the Clockers. What do you think they need to do without their biggest offensive presence?
You know, Mike, I came into this game, and now with Ava coming out with the injury, I came in looking for bricks. And not bricks like the shot, bricks in the foundation of the program that Coach Leslie has been building for 2 years. The intensity, the contagious enthusiasm, and the dedication to team that he demands out there. And that's what I'm looking for. And that may not come in the form of wins or points on the board right now, but it comes in the form of the intangibles that you see out there and the girls buying into that program. And I think more than ever, we're going to look for that tonight.
And when you talk about the foundation, right now on the floor, we have got 2 freshmen and 3 sophomores. This team is a young team, and the future is very bright for the Ashland Clockers, as Layla Grady is going to be shooting 2 on behalf of Ava Vitti.
First one just a little short and to the left. Layla lining up here for her second free throw. Up and in off the front rim. Grady coming out now with those 2 fouls, and Tyla Lemos coming in as a substitution. As you said, we've got a very junior team on the floor. We'll see what happens here. Kaylee Simpson bringing the ball up for Bellingham, looking inside. Quick turnover to Casey Purpura. Nice steal, and the ball is moving. Tyla taking it right to the rim, wasting no time. Out of bounds, off Ashland, coming down. I thought there might have been some contact there, Mike. I didn't have the best angle. I don't know what you saw.
I thought there was a little contact too, but I'm more impressed with the fact that Tyla went to the rim so hard. Love seeing her take that ball to the hoop and try to draw the foul, even though she didn't get the call.
Bellingham still, they've got 20 now on the post. Number 20, Stephanie Painshad. Oh, free shot up.
Another missed 3 for Bellingham.
Little back and forth for Ashland there. Purpura got caught on the baseline, tried to get it back to Eusteris. Out of bounds off Bellingham. Ashland out of bounds here, setting their play. Through the screen door goes Tyla to Purpura, zips it over to Frias. Frias a little long on the shot.
I think they had Julia open a little bit earlier there, and they missed her, unfortunately.
And there goes Kaylee Simpson to the rack. Impressive player, really can finish so far, Mike.
Yeah, she moves the hoop very well. Nico might have got away with the travel.
Purpura dumps it down to Tyla. Tyla Lemos draws the foul. Fouls on number 2, Shannon Marino. Tyla Lemos at the line, shooting 2.
That's going to be Marino's first.
First one off the back rim. Second one up and in. Brings the margin to 6. Bellingham with the ball. Hayes with the drive, lost the dribble there, out of bounds, Ashland ball.
Ashland's going to try and chip away here at this lead with 6:33 left, down 6.
Eustaris working to Purpura. Purpura for 3. Everything but down again. Rebound Lemos, up and over. Rebound Bellingham. Bellingham on the move. Number 22, Elizabeth Glynn, to the bank on that one. Deflection off the foot of Bellingham. It's going to be Ashland ball.
Once again, that pressure is causing them a little bit of difficulty bringing the ball up the court. Got to settle themselves down. When they've moved the ball well with the pass, that's when they've beat the pressure the most.
I'd agree with you, Mike. Those half-court traps, you really got to look to pass. You can't dribble through them. They're designed to trap that dribble. 3-second call on Ashland.
That's a tough one there. I think that was a little bit quick on Lemos. But nonetheless, we get a 3-second violation, Bellingham ball.
You think in the land of the clocker, Mike, we'd get the benefit of the count. Deflection, Wilson. Great defensive play there. Lemos with the rebound. Eustaris looking up. Little razzle-dazzle.
Would have liked to have seen Nicola take that shot.
Really looking for Lemos on the post there. Couldn't contain it. The pass back, out of bounds, Bellingham ball. Turnovers have to be high for Ashland right now, Mike.
Yeah, right now they've got 5 turnovers for Ashland, and it's certainly hurting them.
Bellingham, read and react offense, it looks like. Passing, cutting through, trying to exchange, looking for a crease in that defense. Up and in, oh, just missed. Bellingham offensive rebound. Hayes with a little finger roll. Rebound off Bellingham, coming down. Ashland ball.
Still sticking with the youngsters here. We've got Purpura, Frias, Eustaris, Lemos, and Wilson on the floor, moving and breaking the press with the pass, which is what they need to do.
Frias in the corner, over to Eustaris.
Again, I think Julie may have had the shot there.
Purpura driving. Eustaris takes it in. Bellingham with the rebound, but stepped on the line. It's going to be Ashland ball underneath.
Be great to see if they can get something out of this baseline out of bounds play. Haven't seen a ton of scoring on these plays from the Clockers this year. It seems like they're more intent on just getting the ball in rather than getting a basket off of these.
Frias through the door screen. Working the perimeter. Tries to float one in to Lemos.
I love the idea there, Matt. She had Lemos on the roll, just overshot her by about an inch. Lemos couldn't quite get her hands on it.
Yeah, Bellingham switched to this matchup zone, Mike, and it's making it really difficult for the Clockers to get penetration in there. Bellingham for another 3, and one finally goes down for them. Kaylee Hayes. Not a surprise. Hayes is draining it from deep there.
Again, this pressure is tough. Got to try and beat it with the pass.
Eustaris for 3. Deep off the backboard there. Fouls on Bellingham. Allie Wilson crashing the weak side. Strong rebound.
That's going to be 3 fouls. 3 fouls in the quarter for the Blackhawks. Be nice if we can get 2 more to get to the line.
Lemos taking it to the hoop. Ashland. Oh. Bellingham turning quick. Up to Nicolette Hayes.
Again, they're looking to push. They're always looking to push hard.
Kaylee Simpson looking for a seam. Nicolette Hayes from deep. Back rim. Parek with the rebound. Purpura for 3. Long. Off Bellingham, Ashland ball underneath. I'd agree with you on the out-of-bounds plays, Mike. I look at those as opportunities to score, and it doesn't seem like Ashland's generating a lot out of this.
No, they get the ball in pretty easily, but it really would be nice if they look to get a quick 2 off of those plays.
Ashland testing the zone. Oh, Tyler to the hole again. Left hand up and in.
That's a great take by Tyler Lemos right there. I think she sees something on her defender because that's the second or third time in this quarter that she has driven the lane hard.
Nicolette Hayes to the rim, off to the right. We've got a foul on Bellingham on the rebound there. It's going to be a foul on number 13, Maggie Kane. Allie Wilson really going to the boards hard. Oh, we've got, I am shocked now, Mike. Ava Vitti back in the game.
That is fantastic news for the Clockers. I was not expecting to see her return. It looks like her ankle is taped up, and let's see how she can play on that.
Tell you one thing, my first concern here is the player's health. I hope she's ready to play out there. She's a little ginger, but the fact she's giving it a go just shows the warrior she is.
She's a tough kid. We'll see if she can give them a spark, too, coming off the bench down 9.
Bellingham working the ball, cutting, really looking to take advantage of the seams in this Ashland defense. Jump ball.
And again, Allie Wilson around the ball on the glass. She's been working the glass really hard this year. She's been doing a fantastic job defensively and getting rebounds for the Clockers.
It's going to be Bellingham ball underneath here. 4 cross set, lob it in. They're looking to get it right back to Nicolette Hayes. Not a surprise. And there's Hayes exploding with that left hand. Out to number 15, Kaylee Hayes. Hayes to Hayes for 3.
And Kaylee has now hit 2 threes. Her last 2 threes have both fallen.
Ava Vitti giving it a go there. Up, just off to the right. She looks a little limp out there, but she's giving it hard out. Playing hard. Bellingham just continuing to work that ball and take advantage of any seam they can get.
They move the ball really well, and they certainly are trying to get the ball into the paint. And once again, number 2 goes hard into the paint, draws the foul, and she'll be at the line shooting 2.
They've got a foul called. I'm not sure on who yet.
Looks like we're getting a discussion because I'm not sure if they know who the foul was on either. It looks like we've got a official asking the trainer to come out and take a look at something. I don't know if someone got hit in the head or quite what it was. I'm not going to speculate, but I did see the referee point to his head as he's talking to Amy Mendoza and Coach Pat Leslie.
This looks like a discussion around Ava Vitti and whether during her fall she hit her head.
Yep. I think the most important thing is that she spent a lot of time with the trainer who certainly checked her out and determined that she was ready to enter the game.
I'd agree with that, Mike, and the foul was on Ava Vitti. I don't know if that's what prompted the discussion. First of 2 for Bellingham is good. Violation on Ashland. Looks like a violation on 21, Julia Frias. So that miss is going to give number 2, Shannon Marino, another shot.
That's a tough one right there to take, especially on the miss.
And that one's up and in.
A costly violation. Bellingham has built this lead up to 24 as Ashland calls a timeout, down 14. And it looks right now that Pat Leslie is going to try and figure out this slashing offense of the Bellingham Blackhawks.
I agree. The scouting was good for Bellingham. They are taking advantage of Ashland's aggressive man defense, really taking any seam they can get out there. Off balance, their mission is to go to the hole, and they are doing that, Mike.
They move the ball really fast as well, Matt. They've got great ball movement around the perimeter. They look for the 3 often if it's open, but I think that their game plan was to see if they can penetrate and then dish or penetrate and go to the hole hard, and that's when they've had their most success so far.
I'd agree with that wholeheartedly. I'd also note, as we pointed out earlier, they got a lot of good looks from deep tonight, and only 2 have fallen.
They have only hit 2 3-pointers at this point, both coming from number 15, Kaylee Hayes, sister of Nicolette Hayes. Right now, Kaylee's got 6 points, and her sister has 4, as well as number 1, Kaylee Simpson, who leads the way with 6 as well. No pressure here, which is a little bit of a surprise because the pressure has certainly been bothering the Clockers.
Looks like Bellingham's falling back into a man defense, a quarter-court man defense. Ashland looking to get the ball to Vitti down low. Eusteris from deep. Off the backboard, in and out. Park crashing. Ball to Bellingham. Rebound. Here comes Kaylee Simpson. They get it to their point guard, Nicolette Hayes, and step back 3 for Hayes.
If those 3s start to fall, they've hit 3 threes in this quarter, Matt, and that is certainly going to be a problem if those continue to go down.
Frias probing. The Ashland offense looks stagnant out there right now, really looking to get some movement. Tried to get it into Vitti. Bellingham with the steal, moving it down court, attacking.
And that has been the story of the game right now. When Bellingham gets the ball, they move fast, and they try to see if they can penetrate the key on the Clockers. Let's see what they're doing from the baseline out of bounds play. It looks like they're going to try and get a quick hoop here.
They've been running this four across the entire game. Ball's in. They had a good look, but number 15, Kaylee Hayes, couldn't control it. Ashland moving it up. Allie Wilson looking. Up to Ava Vitti for 3, and that's good. Ashland needed that to spark them.
Vitti for 3, assisted by Allie Wilson there. Hopefully she can get going.
And Bellingham answers. Kaylee Simpson from deep.
The deep ball is starting to fall for the Blackhawks.
Eusteris with the drive. Up. A little too strong. Fight for the rebound. Wilson with it. Couldn't get it over to Frias. Wilson, though, crashing the boards hard once again.
Yep.
So, Mike, there we are. 2 quarters in. We've had a lot of action. Unfortunately, not a lot of great action for the Clockers. Bellingham 30, Ashland 13 as we head into halftime.
Yeah, it's been a tough go-around so far for the Clockers, only able to get 13 points on the board. Not for a lack of shooting. The Clockers have taken several shots that just haven't seemed to fall, and I don't think they've been forcing bad shots, Matt. They've just had a lot that just haven't gone down. And unfortunately, Bellingham, who was missing all of their threes in the first quarter, caught fire in the fourth, and they were led, of course, by Kaylee Hayes, who hit 2. And that's been the difference right now is 3-pointers in the second quarter by Bellingham.
I'd agree. You take those off the board, and Ashland might be in this thing. I think this Clocker team has the fight in them, though. I expect to see them make a little push in the second half.
If they are playing the way Coach Leslie expects them to, you are going to see a lot of heart, a lot of effort, that contagious enthusiasm that you talked about. You know, have these girls coming out and running the ball hard and playing some tremendous defense in the second half. So we are going to, at this point, cut it to a quick break after we are entertained by the Ashland Clocker cheerleaders.
I think he wants a wide. I don't know if that's what it is. Jeff, is that wide enough?
It is wide.
That's the widest? Oh.
More wide.
Alright, I'll cover for Brady.
There's no one else who loves me like you used to. Sometimes we're not ourselves, There's no one I can turn to. And I know all the feelings that we shared are in the past. And I know your relationships are never meant to last. And I'll take some time, but I'll be alright. We're moving on. We're moving on. I know times are tough, but I've had enough. Moving on. We're moving on. We're moving on. Sometimes there's no one else who loves me like you used to. Sometimes we're not ourselves. There's no one I can turn to. And I'll take some time, but I'll be alright. We're moving on. We're moving on. I know times are tough, but I've had enough. Moving on. We're moving on. We're moving on.
Welcome back, folks, for the second half of this contest between the Ashland Clockers and the Bellingham Blackhawks. As of right now, going into the third quarter, Bellingham has a 30-13 lead. I am Michael Kyra with our play-by-play man, Matthew Jakes. And Matt, right now it's been the story of three-point shots in the second quarter for the Bellingham Blackhawks as they made four late. Ava Vitti is leading the way for the Clockers with 9 points, but the only other person on the board right now, I believe, is Tyler Lemos. So Layla Grady actually has one free throw as well. It's been tough going so far.
Tough sledding, particularly in the shooting department for the Ashland Clockers. But they get the ball to start the second half here. Vitti from deep.
And that's a heck of a way to start the second half, Matt.
It is good. 2 for 2 from deep now from Vitti since she's returned from that injury, Mike.
You know, I'll give you 2 for 4 from Vitti from 3, but we will definitely be excited that she's hit 2.
Bellingham, though, continuing to look for creases in that Ashland defense. Ashland moved to a zone now. Looks like they're in a 2-3. Oh, Bellingham taking it to the left there. Up, and, out. Out to Frias. Frias moving the ball.
Another
up ahead to Grady. Grady from deep. Wilson crashing the boards. First one, no good. Second one, right off the back. Vitti fighting for the rebound. Bellingham secures it. Just missing there, Mike, on a couple of chances.
Yeah, unfortunately, Allie Wilson couldn't get it down after getting 2 hard offensive boards. Going back to what we said earlier, Allie has really been working the glass well for the Clockers. Would have been nice to see her be able to finish one of those. But it's been a good start so far for the Clockers here, getting that quick 3 from Vitti.
Eustaris working the ball up to Wilson. Wilson looking. Back to Eustaris. Dumping it into Grady. Grady with a little baby hook. Just missing off the front rim. And there she is again. Nicolette Hayes with the rebound, looking to push. Bellingham 4-3, number 22, Elizabeth Glynn.
Another three-pointer for the Blackhawks. That's certainly been part of their game plan, is trying to take that three when it's open, and that's their 5th one of the game.
Vitti looking, puts up the shot.
I think she might have forced that one just a little bit,
There's
Matt.
Glynn up to Hayes again. Hayes looking to push. Glynn feeling it from deep. Oh, used every part of the backboard and rim and got the roll. Bellingham with another three, now up 20, heading into a timeout. Timeout, Ashland.
Now, I'm not so sure if she called that one off the glass, but it doesn't make a difference. It still goes for 3 in the books. That's 2 in a row for number 22, Liz Glynn, and that brings her now to 8 points on 3 of 4 shooting and 2 of 3 from the three-point line. Looks like she's starting to get a little confident, taking 2 threes in a row and forcing the timeout from Pat Leslie.
I'd agree with that, Mike. Bellingham is really starting to find their stroke, and not just one player, the entire team is really feeling it.
Yeah, they are, Matt. And again, I feel like I'm harping on this three-pointer, but they make a huge difference. And when the girls can get hot from outside, it's going to be a tough way to come back, especially if they can continue shooting the way they have been over the course of the last quarter and really early into this third. And it looks like Vitti might be favoring a sore shoulder over there on the bench right now as well. We'll see if she doesn't come back into the game as they come back with Julia Frias, Layla Grady, Tyler Lemos, Nico Eustaris, and Allie Wilson with 5:59 in the third.
That's right, Mike. It looks like Vitti is now starting to feel the shoulder from that fall earlier, and they're going to keep her out of the game and monitor her situation. Ashland with the ball. Eustaris taking it up. Ashland looking to initiate some offense.
Grady with a great screen.
Eustaris from deep. Off the glass. Grady with the rebound. Corner to Wilson. Front rim. Frias got some hands on it, but Bellingham secured the ball. Wilson with a quick steal. Lemos looking to penetrate. Wilson baseline. Draws a foul. That's going to be on number 13, Maggie Kane.
That's a great play by Allie Wilson there. She was a little up fake, got her defender up in the air, was able to take it to the hoop, drew the foul. So, again, let's see what they can do in this baseline play, Matt. Would love to see one go for a hoop.
Grady to Eustaris, off the back rim, just out. Bellingham with the rebound, looking to push once again.
Eustaris with quick hands, unfortunately tapped it over to the Bellingham.
Rebound Grady. Now Ashland looking to push.
Grady has been a monster in the boards in the second half already.
Tyler Lemos looking in there for Grady. Couldn't make the connection. Bellingham with the steal, and it's going to be Bellingham ball coming back.
I think another part of the problem here for the Clockers is Grady had to spend a good amount of time on the bench in the first half with those 2 fouls. Missing her on the offensive and defensive glass is certainly a hard person to replace.
I'd agree with that, Mike. There we are again. Hayes to Hayes. Just in and out on the 3. Ashland ball coming down.
Hayes to Hayes. We've been hearing that an awful lot, and it must be nice to have a pair of talented sisters who can play together as a varsity coach. You love that.
I'm sure it's a lot of fun. I'm sure it's a lot of fun in the Hayes household. There's Tyler Lemos for 3. Mike, I don't know what part of the rim the Clockers can hit, but they've hit it all except the net right now.
Yep, they are struggling from the arc, from beyond the arc, that's for sure.
There's Simpson right to the rack, drawing the foul.
I hope that is not Grady's third, but nope. Looks like they're calling that one on.
I've got it on 21, Julia Frias, if I have it right.
That's what I believe they did, but the referees are discussing that. I thought it was also on Frias, hoping that it was not called on Layla Grady, but it looks like the scoreboard is saying it was. Okay, we've got another conversation initiated by the referee with Coach Pat Leslie. Looks like that foul was indeed on Layla Grady. That is going to be her third foul with 4:13 left in the third. She's going to probably have to stay in this game, Matt, because they need her on the offensive glass, and they also need her defensively.
I'd agree with that, Mike. First shot's up and out. One more. Next one will be live. Second one, up and out. Rebound goes to Lemos. Eustaris looking to push. Can't find anything. Had the corner, took it back. Bellingham with the deflection.
It's a great look. Great look.
Pass from Eustaris to Frias. Makes the bucket and a late foul there. She got hit on the way down. She's going to be going to the line for a three-point play.
That was a heck of a look there by Nico, finding Julia on the low block. Makes a fantastic pass. Frias looking to hit her first free throw of the night.
Frias rattles that one in and out. And we've got a jump ball. Layla Grady, even with the three fouls, Mike, not lowering the intensity, always bringing it.
Always brings it. Just brings tremendous aggression to the basketball court. And she's got to do that at this point. You know, down 18, you've got to just decide to just bring it. And if she gets her fifth foul, she gets her 5 fouls. That's not a big deal.
Bellingham, Hayes from deep. Missed it. Rebound all the way out to her. Second one is good. Player like Nicolette Hayes, you can't give 2 chances to.
You cannot give 2 second chances to this team at all, especially the way they're shooting right now.
Frias into Lemos. Out to Grady. Lemos with the rebound. Out to Eustaris for 3. Back rimmed. Bellingham rebound, and they're looking to push again. They do not quit, Mike.
Don't want Layla to pick up her 4th here on a cheap one.
Grady all over the ball, deflects it out of bounds.
That's one thing. So, you know, obviously we want Layla to continue to play hard, but what we don't want her to do is get it caught sticking her hand in the cookie jar. She was reaching a little bit there. We needed her to play with her feet, beat him to the sideline, and as she does this, she forces the ball out of bounds with a great deflection.
Nicolette Hayes with the drive, looking to get cute with that soft pass, deflected out of bounds by Ashland. It's going to be Bellingham ball underneath. Ashland in a zone off the inbounds.
That's a good, strong move there by
Simpson, taking it to the hole once again hard. I'd agree. Bellingham really whipping the ball around the perimeter. Shot. Looks like it was deflected out of bounds. They're going to call it off Ashland. Looks like it was off Julia Frias' fingertips. Tough call there, but it's going to be Bellingham ball underneath after this timeout.
We've got 2:40 on the clock left to go here in this third quarter. Bellingham has built their lead to 21 at this point. Again, behind some tremendous shooting as well as penetration to the hoop. Ashland just doesn't seem to have an answer right now for the outside shot that seems to be falling at ease for the Blackhawks.
I'd agree with that, Mike, 100%, but I'd add in there Ashland has had some tough luck with the shots tonight.
Yeah.
And they have rattled those in and out. If I was this Ashland Lady Clocker team, I'd want these hoops placed in Stone's Public House because they are haunted.
Oh, boy. So the dad jokes have started here in the third quarter. That's a good one, Matt. But I have to agree with you. It has been a tough night of shooting for the Clockers. And I'll repeat what I said earlier. They're not forcing bad shots. They've had a couple shots that I think they were forced a little bit, but the majority of their shots have been really solid looks. They're just not falling tonight. And they are fresh new rims here in the Clocker Gymnasium. Maybe they just haven't been worn in enough yet for the Clocker side.
Well, they should ask Bellingham for some tips on that because they seem to have figured it out. Bellingham now with the ball. Grady continuing to put the pressure on defensively. Bellingham for three, and that's good.
She stepped into that. She had plenty of time. She was wide open for that three. And now it's a 42-18 lead for the Blackhawks.
Clockers are going to have to dig deep here. Oop. Wilson draws the foul. Looks like it's a foul on number 13, Maggie Kane. Coach Leslie trying to fire up the troops.
We got 3 fouls here on the Bellingham Blackhawks. 2:17 left.
Ball's into Grady. Grady for three. Bellingham rebound again, and they are off to the races.
Pat Leslie is shouting out defensive orders right now, trying to will his girls to get a stop.
There goes Simpson to the rack again for two. Lemos up and under, gets the hoop and the harm, going to the line for the three-point play. Very impressive move there, Mike.
And another time, again, she went to the hoop. Lemos has been looking to take the ball to the hoop. She's been one of the only blockers who has been insistent upon driving the lane. She dropped her shoulder, got it up and under, draws the foul, going for the line the three-point old-fashioned way.
Misses the free throw, Bellingham rebound, and they are once again off to the races.
Looks like Casey Purper's entered the game for the Clockers, hoping that she can give them a little defensive energy here.
She's got quite a mismatch. There is a mouse in the house with Purper on number 20 down there.
Great
Tyler
steal.
once again bringing the intensity. She will not quit out there.
No, Lemos has been a bright spot to the Clocker team so far tonight. She's got a few rebounds. She's got a steal. She's pitched in with 5 points. And she has been one of the kids that has been taking the ball to the hoop, which is, I think, maybe a potential difference maker for the Clockers if they can get to the rack.
Jump ball, Ashland possession. Down in the offensive end here, looking for anything to get a spark. Grady. There goes Lemos again, right to the hole. Drawing the foul.
I love the aggressiveness of Lemos going to the hole. That's the game plan right now. They've got to beat him on the first step, go to the rack, and draw a foul.
I agree with that, Mike, and it all starts with great ball movement on the perimeter there. Swinging it back to the weak side, letting your player have a chance to find that crease in the defense.
Unfortunately, she missed the first of 2 here. We've got to hit our free throws in this game.
Second one's up and in.
The Clockers right now have only hit 3 free throws.
Purpura called for the foul. Block up top.
It's going to be Casey's first. Only the team's second foul here in the third quarter. Great denial there by Lemos, who is really hustling.
Bellingham long on the three. Purpura. That's where you'll find her, down on the ground scrapping for the ball. Smallest player on the court, but biggest heart. It's going to be Bellingham ball off that jump ball. They're now running a box. Glenn up and in. Watching Glenn tonight, impressive player. She seems to have a little bit of everything in her game, Mike.
Yeah, she's really been a spark for them here in the second half. She was quiet in the first quarter, but in the second quarter and the third quarter, she's done a ton for the Blackhawks.
Ooh, Grady for three, misses. Great tip by Eustaris. Purpura looking out to Lemos. Lemos up to Eustaris. Parik for three. And who's down on the ground again for the ball, Mike? But Casey Purpura.
It's no question that she just brings a different kind of energy to this Clockers team. She always goes to the floor. She fights for offensive rebounds like nobody I've seen. She is literally the smallest girl in the gym, and every time there is a loose ball, you know that number 10 is going to be getting after it.
Casey Purpura, one of my favorite players that I've ever coached. No matter what the score, what the place, what the time, you looked at her and she always had one thing in her eyes, and that's fire, Mike.
she's a talented young athlete, and again, it goes to say what the future is going to be for this Clocker team. And you know what's incredible about Casey is basketball certainly isn't even her number one sport. She's a tremendous soccer player. She's played varsity soccer for the Clockers this season. Got a ton of time with them, and when you think about this freshman class, they've got 2 freshmen right now getting significant time. Julia Frias and Casey Purpura. Ashley Subert is getting some time as well. And with the 4 sophomores, those 3 young freshmen, Pat Leslie has to be thinking that while he's not quite getting the wins on the board that he wants to see this year, if these girls can continue to understand the way he wants them to play, the future is very bright for the Ashland Clockers.
1 brick in the foundation, 1 at a time.
Unfortunately, I think the bricks have been coming on off of the hoop tonight, and not just the foundation for the Clockers. They just haven't seen.
You know, Mike, every once in a while, your lack of masonry knowledge comes back to haunt you. Here we go, Ashland ball, looking to get something out of the timeout. Lemos. We've got a shot clock violation. It's going to be Bellingham ball.
Yeah, Tyler was trying to get it off right there, but she had a defender in her face. Took it down a little low, caused that 35-second clock violation, turning it over to the Bellingham Blackhawks.
Didn't have many choices with the shot clock running down. Bellingham once again pushing. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Blocked by Lemos. Time remaining, but Grady decides to pocket it. Heading into the 4th quarter now. Bellingham 46, Ashland 21.
At this point, yep, the lead has grown to 25. We have not seen Ava Vivi return since she left. I think it's probably a smart move at this point to get her rested, keep her healthy. It's a marathon, not a sprint. She's got a long career ahead of her. Last thing we want to do is see her pushing herself and getting back into this game. Her sneaker is off at this point, and she's got her leg elevated on the bench. Hopefully, she's going to make a quick recovery and be able to return to the Clockers for the remainder of the season. But I think it's a smart move for Pat Leslie to keep her on the bench for the remainder of this game.
It doesn't look like Ava Vitti is going to return, but again, hats off to her for giving it a try. Once again, just showing how much of a competitor she is.
Tremendous competitor, and that's this team in general, Matt. They are filled with tremendous competitors, and right now, unfortunately, the score is not showing for the Clockers, but it's not through a lack of effort. This team plays hard every minute of the game. It really has been the difference maker. The shots just haven't fallen tonight, as we've said.
Shots. I'd also add, Mike, the pressure early really seemed to get to this team.
Which has been an ongoing problem for the Clockers. I said this earlier. When they move the ball with a pass, they look much better offensively. At times, I think they try to dribble through too much pressure, which gets them moving almost at a frenetic pace. When they slow the ball down, they look for the open player. That's when they do their best work offensively.
I mean, Ashland ball, looks like some confusion here as to which way Ashland's going. Ashland knows. Everybody else is now clued in. We've got Lexi Merloni, number 2 in the game for Ashland, making her first appearance in this 4th quarter here.
Yeah, nice to see the junior get some minutes here in the 4th quarter. She joins Nico Eustaris, Layla Grady, Julia Frias, and Tyler Lemos for the Clockers.
Frias. There goes Lemos again. Good take, and she's going to get the foul.
It's been the story of the second half for Tyler Lemos. Take the ball to the hole, draw a foul. Now we just have to make our free throws.
Looks like they're going to
on the floor.
Call this one on the floor. Ashland ball underneath. Mixing it up here. Ball into Lemos. Eustaris for 3.
Nico makes her first basket of the game, gets in the book with a nice 3 on the open look.
And Bellingham answers. I think Bellingham may have answered every Ashland three with a three of their own. That was Kane again, or Glenn again, excuse me, from deep.
I would have loved to have seen Julia pull up on that little jump shot there. She's got a good little shot, just hesitant to take it for some reason.
Turnover, Julia throwing into traffic. Glenn with the rebound. Hayes for three. Lemos with the rebound, pushing hard. Turnover. Bellingham returning the favor on pushing the ball. And there's Glenn drawing Grady's fourth foul. It's going to be number 4 on Layla Grady.
Grady was in no man's land there, moved your feet a little bit, took a tough foul. That's going to be number 4. I would be surprised if we actually see her back in this game at this point. Who knows what Coach Leslie's going to do, but he has 2 players at the bench right now, Ashley Subert and Casey Purpura, looking to enter the game. I can imagine it is to give a rest to Grady.
First free throw from Glenn, all around the rim and out. Grady coming out, as well as Merloni. Purpura and Subert coming into the game. Second free throw's up and in.
Neither team has shot exceptionally well from the free throw line. Maybe that's too close for the Blackhawks.
Blows by the defense, lays that up soft and in.
Nice dribble drive penetration by Nico there. Like to see her do that a little bit more if the defense comes open.
There goes Hayes, stripped. Purpura with the ball. Looking to push, heads up. Out to Subert. Subert had the look, decided to put it in her pocket. Looks for Lemos. Lemos out to Frias. Ashland looking to get some action going here. And there's Eustaris for 3, and it's good.
Nico catching fire. She's 3 for her last 3, including 2 of 3 from the three-point line.
Ashland looking to get a stop here and get a little momentum heading into this second half of the fourth quarter. There's a turnover, and who but Casey Purpura with the ball. Looking to push. Stops on a dime to Subert, gets blocked. Got a foul.
Casey Purpura with her 3rd steal of the game, pushed the ball hard up the floor. Ashley Subert trailing, makes a nice pass back to her. Subert goes up, draws the foul. She'll be shooting 2.
Looks like they got Bellingham in the act, Ashley in the act of shooting. She's going to be shooting 2 here.
That's 4 fouls here on, no, 2 fouls here on Bellingham, I'm sorry. I continue to get confused with our scoreboard by the timeouts left by Bellingham.
I think that was the 5th foul on number 13, Maggie Kane, for Bellingham.
Yes, she's fouled out at this point. Yep.
Subert makes the 2nd of 2, 1 for 2 at the line.
Good to see Ashley get on the board here with her basket as a freshman in this varsity game.
There's Bellingham right back at it. Ooh, Kaylee Hayes again in and out. Frias with the rebound, up to Subert. Subert up to Purpura. Purpura for 3. A little long. Eustaris out to Frias. Frias going right to the rim, kicks it to Purpura. Can't make the bucket. And there's Bellingham. They are not quitting, Mike.
No, they continue to push the ball up the floor hard. Slowing it down a little bit now.
Hayes draws a foul. Draws a foul on Eustaris. Blocking foul. It's going to be on the ground. Ashland's first team foul, maybe the second. I'm guessing it's the first. Looks like they're giving Nico Eustaris a rest, bringing in Kiana Parek. That was Ashland's second team foul. I'm corrected.
Second team foul. Second one on Eustaris as well.
And there's Simpson right to the rack again, drawing that foul. Really tough to stop a player like that once she gets a step on you.
Yeah, Kaylee Simpson has proven herself to be quite the player. She goes to the hoop really well. She goes strong. She's got, at this point, 11 points for the Blackhawks. And she's been a presence all night long for them.
First of 2 free throws is good for Simpson.
Got to wonder if at any point here the Bellingham coach decides to start to empty his bench up 21 with 4:56 left.
Second one good for Simpson. Kaylee Hayes subbed out of the game for number 20, Stephanie Painshad. There's a nice little pass from Julia Frias into Lemos. Lemos once again drawing the foul, almost had the three-point play.
Again, Tyler going to the hoop. Tremendous pass by Julia Frias. She's got great court vision. She's a fantastic facilitator. I'd like to see the ball in Julia Frias' hands more.
Lemos in and out on the first one. Story of the night for Ashland.
They are only 4 for 11 from the line tonight, Matt.
Second one just short.
Make that 4 for 12.
Bellingham with the rebound. Ashland working hard to try and get a steal in the backcourt here. And Hayes settles it down for Bellingham.
Quick, she took some steps there.
A little bit of a shuffle. Lemos with the steal. She's going to take that right to the rim.
I have to say at this point, Tyler Lemos has certainly been a bright spot for the Clockers. She's hitting the glass, she's getting some steals, she's going to the hoop. Definitely a positive game for her.
Frias for three. Bellingham rebound.
Bellingham has a huge team, but they do not play a lot of players. They certainly don't go very deep.
Turnover Bellingham there.
At this point in the game, I believe we've only seen 9 different players playing for Bellingham, and they carry quite a large team. I'm wondering if soon enough he will start to empty the bench. Up now 22 with under 4 to go.
Little lob play in there to Lemos from Frias. Frias floated that perfectly for Lemos to take to the rack.
That's the second time that play has worked. Last time she drew the foul. This time Lemos is able to complete the play.
Glenn. Easy two for Glenn from deep. She seems in complete control out there, Mike.
She has missed one shot all night, Matt. She can certainly play. She's been a star for the Blackhawks today.
Higgins taking it hard to the hole. Purpo with the rebound. In traffic, got a bump from behind. Coach Leslie bringing in 2 of his starters, Grady, 3 of his starters, Eustaris, Grady, and Wilson.
Yeah, there's no give up in this team. They're going to fight to the end. I actually thought that Grady may be on the bench for the rest of the game, but she re-enters here. See if they can make a little run with 3 minutes left.
There's Eustaris from 3, and that's good.
Nico has hit her 4 last shots, 3 of them from behind the arc.
Hayes off to the left. Grady with the rebound, looking up, eyes are up, and Ashland looking to push. Grady taking it in, up and in.
It's Grady's first field goal of the game. She's got quite a few rebounds, just hasn't hit many shots yet. And that's forcing the call timeout there from Bellingham, and wants to talk it over as the Clockers are making a little bit of a run.
Nice to see the Clockers continuing to play basketball at this level of intensity.
I have to tell you, the one thing that Coach Leslie preaches is that contagious enthusiasm. And the team is starting to take on his personality. It's happened slowly, but we've seen it develop over the course of the last season and a half. You've got kids like Layla Grady who are always crashing the boards, always playing hard. The motor never turns off. Casey Purper, the same way. Nico Eustaris, I'm not sure if there's a kid in the court who runs as hard as she does in the minutes that she plays. They never stop going. And if those things can continue to happen, this team is going to be a team to be reckoned with in the Tri-Valley League.
I agree with that full-heartedly, Mike. I'll tell you, growth is not linear. And so to get to the top, sometimes you have to endure some valleys. And we're seeing that with this team this season, but we're also seeing some of those peaks. And man, I hope this team sticks with it because the future is bright for the Lady Clocker basketball team.
This is a team that doesn't have a single senior in the squad. Ada Vitti is going to be returning next year as a senior. She's going to be out looking to make a difference and leave a lasting impact on this program, even more than she already has. They're going to have something to play for quite a few years ahead, but I think next year you might see them make a gigantic jump.
Here's Bellingham now looking to drain the clock. Hayes with the ball.
Tenacious defense by Ustaris, as we see all the time from her.
And Bellingham takes it to the bank on that three. Not sure she called that one, Mike, but it counts all the same.
Second one of the game off the glass for the Blackhawks.
Ustaris from deep, front rim. Allie Wilson working hard on the boards tonight. Purpura, a little doopsie-doo, a little strong off the backboard. Grady with the rebound. She'll be shooting too.
That's Grady's 8th rebound of the game, Matt. And you talked about Allie Wilson earlier. Allie Wilson also has pitched in with 6 rebounds, 5 of them on the offensive glass.
And I'd give all of those offensive rebounds by Allie Wilson what the Celtics would call Tommy points, because a lot of them has been incredibly physical, no quit in them. She's been not afraid to bang down there to get those.
And that's been a huge difference from Allie from freshman to sophomore year. I've seen her play with some tremendous aggressiveness this year. She's understanding how to use those long arms. In her confidence has grown significantly from freshman to sophomore year, and it has shown on the in the rebounding game.
And it's been great to see. Here's Ashland with the pressure. Looks like we had Bellingham stepped out of bounds.
Who else? Casey Purpura.
Casey Purpura
causing
putting
problems.
the pressure on.
Causing problems for the opposition.
Minute 38 left, but Ashland's looking to make their dent here. There's Grady for 3. Very nice shot. Great rotation there. Ashland bringing the pressure. Timeout, Bellingham.
This lead has been cut at this point to 15. At one point, I believe it was up over 21. The Clockers continue to play. There's a great play down there by Ustaris finding a wide open Layla Grady. When she's open in that spot, she does generally hit her. That's a good spot for her up at the top of the key. Grady knocks down a 3, and the Clockers just continue to chip away with tremendous effort.
That was the first 3 I saw Layla Grady shoot tonight, where she was able to set her feet and shoot in rhythm. And I got to tell you, when she does, that is a beautiful ball coming out of those hands.
Yeah, she's got a really nice shot. It's interesting too, because when you think about her game, you kind of see her as a banger, right? She's somebody that gets those dirty baskets under the hoop, bangs real hard, plays hard on defense, gets offensive rebounds. But she has a nice, sweet little jump shot when she sets her feet and gets a good look. Okay, Clocker's going to keep that same lineup out here. Wilson, Grady, Purpura, Ustaris, and Lemos.
Bellingham looking to get it in. Ashland with the trap. And who is on the floor again? But Casey Purpura almost had that one.
Causing problems. All over
Getting
the place.
very physical out there, Mike. For a 15-point game, they are playing hard.
They sure are, and they're led by the freshman energy builder, Casey Purpura, who hit the floor again. And it's just something that she does. She doesn't stop.
Hayes looks to float it in.
Another steal by Lemos.
Ashland had possession there, and yet they let the shot clock run. Probably a scoring error there. I might have let that one go, as Ashland had an advantage on the break potentially.
Yeah, unfortunately, they weren't able to get that transition basket. But
there's Grady again setting those feet, and that's good.
Another 3 for Layla Grady, assisted by Nico Ustaris. And as you said, she sets her feet, takes a good look, top of the key, basket falls. 12-point game.
There were moments I didn't think we'd be this close, Mike, but we're here now.
We sure are. And again, it's because of the tremendous effort from the Clockers. I think at this point, Bellingham has started to bring in some of their substitutes, but it hasn't stopped the Clockers from going hard. And, Grady hits a couple shots. Nico makes the right pass. She sets her feet. She gets up, and the ball goes through the hoop. And that's been the story of the game. They missed all those shots in the first half, but they're falling now for them. Unfortunately, I think it's probably going to be a little bit too little too late, as they have caught fire too late in the game to come all the way back. But keeping this game close, you always try to get it to 7 at this point if possible, because that does somehow help you in your rankings as you try to make it towards the state tournament. So if they can somehow figure out how to cut this thing to 7, while it's not a win, it's one of those moral victories, so to speak.
And like you said, everything counts. So margin of victory is something that does come into play. Points scored comes into play, and it's something that they are looking to fight for. But more importantly, they're building, and everything they do out here is for the future.
Again, tremendous
There's
pressure.
the ball. They floated up. Purple with it. Oh, couldn't convert the layup.
Would have.
Oh, and the foul going the other way on Esteras. I don't know if I would have called that one, Mike. That was a bit ticky-tack.
But who else than Casey Purpura with another steal? Would have loved to have seen her finish that. And they
There we
forced
go.
another turnover
Deflection
with that
to Grady.
pressure.
Takes it up and in, the hoop and the harm. She's going to the line to bring this under 10 potentially, Mike.
Layla Grady going hard to the hoop off of a steal. This pressure has bothered the Blackhawks late in the game. 26.4 seconds left. Looking to cut this thing to single digits if Layla Grady can finish off the and one.
Couple of notes here. Ashland, no timeouts remaining. Bellingham still with 2 in their pocket. There's Grady up and in. Didn't even use the rim. Bellingham quickly getting the ball in. They need pressure. Ashland needs pressure. There's the ball. There's Purpura, and who's on the ground? Looks like they're going to let this thing run out. Fouls on Eustaris.
I thought that Casey was going to be able to tap that into the backcourt. She just was a second too late, but it certainly wasn't due to a lack of effort. She came flying for that one, but couldn't quite get her hand on it as strong as she would have liked to.
Mike, what do you think about Ashland's decision there not to foul?
Yeah, I think it's a hard one to make. You know, you're talking about under 27 seconds left. You are down 9. I'm not so sure if sending them to the line is going to be to your advantage at that point. I think maybe trying to play some defense and get a hoop, then maybe you foul if you can get a steal. But, you know, every coach is a little bit different. I'm not going to question Leslie's decision to not have the foul there.
Well, the benches have been cleared. 7 seconds left. Bellingham up 10. They're going to try and get one shot off here. There's Parrick for 3. Just missed to the left. And that's our final buzzer. Bellingham 58. The Ashland Lady Clockers 48.
A valiant effort by the Ashland Lady Clockers, whose run just ran out of time. But again, a solid bid by your Ashland Clockers tonight at Ashland High School. Just take a moment here to run through some end of game statistics while you offer maybe some final Jake's takes while I count these up, Matt.
Thanks for throwing it over, Mike. I'll tell you again, growth is not linear. I said that during the broadcast, and I mean that. We saw that here tonight in a microcosm of this game. We saw some very low moments when the ball couldn't find the net for the Clockers, but then we saw them continue to fight. The effort never left, and ultimately they brought this to within 10, which probably seemed impossible in the third quarter. The other thing I'd like to point out is mascots. You know, Mike, I'm a mascot aficionado, much like yourself. And while the Blackhawks may have won the game here tonight, the clock still reigns supreme in the mascot battle.
It certainly does, Matt. And, you know, just to give you some quick updates on scoring for the Clockers, Layla Grady Layla Grady led the way for the Clockers coming on late. She had a fantastic night at the line. She went 4 for 5 from the line to add to her 14 points, which led the Clockers to go along with 8 rebounds. I think she's probably the star of the game, in my opinion, for the Clockers with those 14 points, 8 boards. In limited minutes tonight, Ava Vitti put up 12 points. That just goes to show the kind of player she is. She certainly did not play many minutes at all in the second half, but coming out of the game with 12 points is a solid effort out of her. Nikki Ustaris pitched in with 11. Again, she started the game, her shooting was tough, but she finished off 4 for her last 5, including 3 3-pointers. Tyler Limos, another bright spot in the game tonight. Tyler finished off with 8 points. Ashley Subert pitched in with 1, and Julia Frias finished us off with 2. The Clockers again put up a tremendous effort. Just a night that wasn't theirs, and I think it was the late shooting that caught them back in the game, but their early shooting woes is ultimately what led to their downfall.
The law of averages finally started to work for them, unfortunately, and this is ironic for the Clock. They ran out of time, Mike.
They ran out of time. We want to give thanks before we sign off to our incredible crew here at WACA Television. Louis Miranda, Jeff Hall, Nick Cunningham, and Brady Montesino. Thank you again to our sponsors from Townhouse Pizza, who allow us the opportunity to bring you live Ashland Clocker basketball. Matt, it has been a true pleasure doing this game with you tonight. I hope that you're able to play in your game this weekend, but I think that they probably will be canceled due to the incoming storm, so we'll get to all just enjoy watching the Patriots get victorious against the Denver Broncos.
Thank you to the crew, and thank you to Townhouse Pizza, but most importantly, thank you to you, Mike, for inviting me here tonight. Very special evening. I look forward to doing this again.
I do too. For WACA and in a place of Rob Silver, I am Michael Kyra. This is my partner, Matt Chakes. We are signing off from Ashland.
Give me the pizza right now.
Brought to you in part by Townhouse. Pizza, subs, roast beef, and more. Be sure to fill up with the buffalo chicken calzone that's been called one of the best in the area.